G'day, g'day, my gaming brothers and sisters. We're back. We are back in Minecraft after a long extended break with plenty of life happening. We are going to be going to a new area, guys. Say goodbye to the old house. The old house. Say goodbye to it. Bye-bye. And what is this? What is this? Bang. That's what I saw as I was recording this, running away from my house to go to our new place. A monster invasion in the nether portal. Oh well, didn't lose too much apart from a few levels, but now we're on our way. Guys, sorry for the break. We're back, though, to start anew. Let's say, start a new area, start a new life, start a new, chapter in our Minecraft Let's Playing lives. And here, as you can see, I've been making my way through the nether to find a good location for it's a new location. Setting up a nether portal here. I'm just creating a little bit of a enclave spot to set up our location in the nether. And the idea behind this, guys, is that we create this new spot to, get started and build some new things. Given we've had a bit of a break, we forget about the old place, too much other stuff. And I reckon we can create some new things. So, without further ado, after I kind of build this, it looks like I'm supporting it up. Yeah, just in case it blows it up from behind. We'll light this thing and I'll pass it on to future me, I suspect. Hello, future me. Okay guys, we're back, and after that little intro, I have something to confess. Well, I've recorded this already, you see. This is number 2. The first time I recorded, I made the rookie error of not connecting my microphone up, which is, funny. It is funny. The not funny part of it is, however, that I did record pretty much a whole episode's worth of footage and doesn't matter. That's okay. We'll start again. What I've done is decided to knock down my first little build so that we can start it again and you guys can see it. But here we are at the start of, or we should say the end of the previous little section. I'll show you outside. Hopefully you don't die. Okay, run. Okay, here we are. Ooh, there's a dude there. This is where I ended up finding a spot because, look, there's a awesome nether fortress over there. We want it to be close by to one so we can build some XP farms out of the blaze spawners that are no doubt around there somewhere. Let's get back in before this guy decides that we're, going to be the next meal. So, I definitely have access to the last place. It's definitely there. But let's get in and have a look here. I just made a few trips, and that's where I'll store my stuff from the nether. In we go. The slightly larger portal this time. And welcome, ha 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 ha, to the new area, to the new place of our home for the moment. Now, what I did in the last episode, the last version of this, is show you guys around. So what I'll do is we'll pillar up a little bit, and you guys can see kind of the area. If it wants to load, come on, you do. Why is this taking so long? Gosh. Okay, so now you're starting to see the glorious luck that we would have is, look at this beautiful structure here as it begins to load. Oh god, this is so boring. Okay, look at that. That, my friends, is not a glitch. That is actually a natural formation. Lovely cavernous hole in the mountain. I like it. I think that can possibly be used in a build. We will see. Plenty of high ground here and then all this beautiful expanse of forest. It is the cow tree, but cow trees are still pretty within their own right. Now, let's go down. One thing I did do, I didn't even bring a, did I bring a shovel? Oh, God. Right. One thing I did do was decide that this time around we're not going to build a really big place straight up. What we're going to do is, imagine we were pioneers, right? And I've pioneered my way to the bush, and I'm going to find a campsite, and we're going to set up camp. And from that campsite, we're going to create all our builds and eventually make the big house, which will probably be just above here. But this is what I did. A lovely little road. This was after the build, and I realized that the recording hadn't gone through. So, we're back to this part. Anyway, fairly simple, just to show us the way we're getting to the campsite. lots of flowers, you know, very pretty. And down to the lovely spot down here. I'm going slow because I want you to soak it in as we get to the area here. Now, look at this. Lovely flat. Now this, guys, I didn't do too much landscaping here. This was pretty much flat to this point. I did clear some trees. As you can see, I've got my kind of first start at RPing this area. Look at this role play. The trees chopped down and the half of one stood there. Okay, so lovely little water hole, you know, and this is kind of going to be our new home. So what I was thinking is I set up two little structures. Well, three really. I suppose three in the end. First one. When you go camping, what do you bring? You bring a tent. Of course you bring a tent. And that's the basic kind of structure. So, all we're going to use is a tent here. I've got some really cool ideas which I'm going to show you. And this area, which we've basically put gravel on the ground to act as like a prepared space, is just going to be our storage area. That is it. It's going to be that much space. We're going to have a few chests in there. It's not going to be like the last place where we had, you know, a gazillion chests and bloody a whole lot of empty space and just completely waste of time. This time we're going to work on the builds. So, that being said, let's get to it. Let's go over here. I've got pre-done. Haha, talk about preparation. In this chest lies all the things that I'm going to need. Now, you might have a guess about what some of that's to do with, but anyway, we'll see. Right, so before we get the campsite working, we need to set a fire. What are you doing here? You just going to watch? You're going to watch me what I do? Okay, watch. Going to set a fire. So, no, I'm not. I'm going to get a shovel first. This is all this stuff that I brought across. You know, waste not, want not. Let's create a little campfire. So, the campfire is fairly basic, but I think, you know, and considering we'll be sleeping through most of it, I figure it doesn't need to be anything special. So what we're going to do is do a bit of this. Whoops. And if I can talk to you and do this at the same time, hopefully we can talk about what we're doing. So, after these few builds in this episode, we will forego... Oh, look at that. I already prepared it. I forgot about that before. We will forego the old exploration episodes because they can get a bit boring. We might do a little bit of a poke up the top at the end of this one just to see what we can see, so you guys know the area. But I have done a little bit of exploring after this, and it's good. I mean, there's a good selection. There's a swamp in that direction. There's a bit of kind of a hills biome over there. There's more forest going that way, and behind this mountain that way is kind of a lake water area, which is good. I mean, I think we've done pretty well in our new home. So click, turn the fire, great. All right, look at that. Simple. Fires always have to be surrounded by some kind of, you know, non-flammable area when you go camping. So I think that little pit, that's good for us. All right, now, before it gets too dark and we can't see the sun, which means it is getting too dark, let's start putting up our tent. Let's go. Oh, took it all with me. So, I'm going for the red wool this time. And, you know, I'm sure there's probably other ways that I could do this, but I figure this way looks... Whoops, not that meant to be happening. Looks, you know, fairly good. Fairly like a tent. I did a bit of practice in a test world, and I think this turned out okay. In the end, I decided because we're not doing anything serious in terms of our first home, it just needs to be somewhere to sleep. You know, somewhere to rest our head at the end of a long building day. Until our new home is done. What am I doing? What? Oh, good. Just do that. Wasn't a complete stuff up. Right. Let's pillar up here. Blook, blook. Okay, let's talk builds while we're... Oh, come on now. Come on. Let's talk builds while we're doing this, because this is fairly easy to do and talk at the same time. The builds which we will be doing, I suspect I would like to work on multiple projects at once, and this is the reason why. In the last place we were in, I started working on smaller builds and kind of trying to get them all done let's just go to sleep. Trying to get them all done and finished before I moved on to the next one. I think that makes for very boring video. Just saying. Because if I'm sitting there working on one particular build, you guys get sick of it, and there's nothing stopping you from kind of buggering off and, you know, not paying attention to me anymore, and I like attention, so let's stick with me. Right. So, a couple of big builds. I have an idea of doing something to do with a pyramid. I mean, it's a very simple structure, but I have a feeling that if you can make it big and imposing, do I not have enough wool? Oh gosh, I thought I had enough. Diddly dee. Right, let's do that. We're going to have to get some more wool probably. Big pyramids, they're very simple structures, but inside there's a massive expanse of space that you can use. Massive. And if I can think of something to do with that, maybe I can do some kind of a... Oh, come on. Maybe I can do some kind of a tribute, big tribute statue. 11 wool left. Okay, that's cool. Do I have any more? I've got some rose there. Do I have any more actual... There, that's what I'm looking for. Rose red. Probably still not enough, but let's go over here. Yeah, some kind of a big pyramid structure. Maybe even kind of incorporating it within... This is not going to be enough, is it? That's alright. Incorporating it into some kind of a... I don't know, theme park maybe? I don't know. Like, it could really be anything. But I just don't want to do anything too small. So, that's what we're going to do. Something like that. Obviously, we're going to work on our house, which is not going to be number one priority, is it? We're going to work on it as one of those big projects I'm talking about. That is dangerous, though, and they have been sprouting in that little darkness patch like you would not believe. What am I doing? Here we go. Let's focus here. So I do this. Come on, we're taking too much time. Oh, blunk. And these. Look. Because I'm going to need probably some more to make some more carpet, which is what I need. Oh, do that. And that. And that. Okay, and the rest can turn into carpet, which is okay, but I'm definitely going to need some more. So let's finish off this. Oh, can I make carpet with two? I can. I can and I will. Okay, let's get the fence posts going. And, that's about it in terms of preparation, in terms of gosh, I'm just repeating everything right now. It is not the best way to make a video. Let's put the fence posts here and look, come on, look. There we go. Cool. Do I have my half slabs? No, I don't have my half slabs, but I don't need them. That's right, because what I do in this situation is put it all the way to the top, carpet, look, like that. Right here, look. Oh, come on. And, oh, come on. I obviously can't talk and work at the same time, can I? So, one of the things I want to do, and I probably will fast forward some of this in a second, just because you're starting to see, actually look, you're starting to see the idea of this, isn't it? Okay, so we've got the camping tent thing happening here. Let's go around and we nail it in. Look, we add the nail for each side of the tent. Clunk. Now that tent's not going anywhere, but it still needs a little something. So I'm going to get me what I need to do this next part, and I will be right back. See you soon. Alright. So, I've seen this done before. I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be, but we'll see. What I want to do is get a piece of rope going to the ground to tie off the top of the tent, right? Okay, so how do we do that? We get a chicken. Chuck it down a hole. Let's see if I can do this. See, I've got 15 eggs. We've got to be lucky. Oh! Can I get you? No, you're going to grow up. You're going to grow up first. Let's get this. That was lucky. First shot. Okay, so maybe we'll put torch in there. Cover you up. Great. Next one. Come on, give me chicken. Yes! Torch. And cover. Right, so now we've got to wait for them to grow up and become chickens that we can lasso, and then once we've done that, they should give us a nice looking rope. We'll see. But anyway, let's start over here with this build. So, oh, I should say, that's pretty much it, guys. That's, apart from a bit of, home feel-ness that we're going to do here, that's pretty much it. We'll come over to this one, and I decided to go for a fairly stock standard looking kind of covered storage area. Okay, so it's nothing special, and I think that's the key. The key is for these not temporary, but these smaller builds, we want to do stuff that's not going to take us forever to do. And that's an important thing when we're running on kind of the amount of time that, I've got to make videos in a week. And the amount of time you guys have to watch stuff. You don't want to be sitting here watching me twirl out massive builds and not get anywhere. So, do I want that? Yeah, I want that. Which means I want that as well. Okay, so we've got this. Let's go and get what? Eating gravel? You crazy sheep, you crazy. Okay, what are we going to grab? We're going to grab our chests. Our chests. Point them out. Where are they? There they are. Okay. I don't think that's enough either. Let's have a look. Blunk, blunk. 2. Well, it's not enough because I want to put another one right here. But that's okay. We'll sort that out in a sec. So, that part's done. What we do then is we get our fence posts and we kind of block them off like that. That just provides a little bit of safety. I mean, it could potentially... Get out of here! That potentially could be a... like a safe... Get out of here! I say, get out! A safe spot if I put some doors on it, I don't think skellies or those guys can see you through fences. Do I not have enough? Gosh. Talk about poor planning. Here's me thinking that I got everything together for this episode. Let's take that amount, which is probably still not enough. No, it'll be plenty. Alright, so I don't think they can see or shoot through the fences when they're like that. But at least gives us some, 360 degree wide viewing. Cool. Alright. Now, the roof. Something like this doesn't need anything special. So, what we're going to do is just put a tarp over the top of it. A tarp. A red tarp. So basically the same material that we've made our tent out of. We've covered our storage area. But to do that, we need to be tricky with some string. Let's get string all around the edges and in the corners. Like it is. And that will provide the super magic special lifting stuff, that we need for our tarp to stay up in the weather, etc. Alright, let's get back up there. Is that going to be too... No, I can... Boing! Alright, get our tarp material and proceed to cover our little build. So nothing special, is it? Nothing special at all. And look, we've completed pretty much our campsite in under an episode. And that, my friends, is exactly the way I want to roll. Oh, exactly the way I want to roll. Except for when you forget or you don't make enough red carpet. Oh, this has been a disaster. Disaster episode. I don't have any more. Do I have to go back and hunt some more sheepies down? Look, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hunt some sheepies down, let those chickens grow up. When I come back, we'll have purdified this area with a few bits and pieces. I will have organised my little kind of abode area. The tent will be finished. The storage area will be finished. It'll be looking lovely. Don't do it, sheep. Don't do it. Don't do it. Step back from the edge. Good sheep. Oh, thought I was going to have to do some negotiating suicide watch type thing. Alright, anyway, I'll be back with the final look at the area, our little campsite. Okay, so we're back, and, oh, man, that took me a little longer than I wanted. Just collecting the wool. There's plenty of sheep around here, but then I ran out of poppies, so I couldn't make the red dye, and etc. Anyway, look, here we are. Woo, look at that. We've got the rope coming down to the ground, and the little peg. There's eggs pop up, though, and I can't pick them up. So that's one fault. But that's alright. Look at that. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Looks like a tent. Same on this side. We head over. Same on this side. I think it's great. It flutters in the wind because it's, windy outside. No, not because there's a chicken in the ground. That's going to be there forever as my slave for the tent. Great. And then this side, you can see I've also done a little bit of, not a lot. It doesn't need to take a huge amount of time in terms of prettifying this area, and we can add to it if we want. But I've got a workbench, cooking, and pot. Not to make any things, it's just to look. Looks like a cooking area next to the campfire. A little seat. I want it to be dark wood, but I don't have any yet, so we will get that later. And then this. So we've got the tarp over the top, 2 poles coming down, some torches. 360, we got rid of the other chests there, which is great. Added some bone meal to the ground to add some kind of foliage to the area. And hey, I'm pretty happy. This is a nice little campsite, nice and comfortable. It is getting dark, so we are going to sleep. But hey, I think that's a pretty good first step. Much quicker than the last time. We didn't have to spend, time lapse the whole thing to get it going. But we still have a space to start it off. I can, center all my builds from here. Obviously, we can have localized storage, so when we're doing our builds in particular areas, we don't want to have to come back here all the time. But I'd say all our important stuff we can hang around here. I put the doors on, but we don't need them. We just, they're there just for show, really, if we ever wanted to kind of close ourselves in there. I'm not sure how mob-proof it is, as in whether if a creeper was standing here and then I was standing here, whether he would want to explodify himself all up in my business. But we'll leave that for another time. Now, to end the episode, let's go and have a bit of a look, climb up the top, and just have a look at the area really quickly. It's starting to get a bit long now, but hey, this is the nice way to end. We can kind of get a bit of a look of our place from a higher vantage point. Whoop, come on. Climbed a mountain. And yeah, I think that's probably a good way to end. So guys, look, thanks very much for sticking with it. I know that because the videos haven't come out, you're probably wondering what was going on. Maybe you weren't. Doesn't matter. Point is, you're here and you're watching, potentially to the end. And we are going to continue on this fun ride that is making a Let's Play in Minecraft. Got some ideas. Please feel free to let me know. I'm keen to hear from anyone watching what you'd like me to make or build, whatever. Look at that. That's my little campsite, and this is the view. Swish. So we're kind of high up here. This is like the, what's this called? Extreme Hills. Right, okay. The Extreme Hills biome. Got some nice different variation of trees around. The swamp, as I said, over there, and plenty more forest that way, so we're never going to run out of wood. That's for damn sure. And then you can kind of see poking through, if I turn the side, you can see it over there, the kind of water area. Well, we can work with that. But look, guys, next episode, I have a feeling we will start one of the bigger builds, potentially something in this area here, because it's a nice kind of flattish area. But I don't know what we're going to do. I'm not exactly sold on my ideas, so we will work on it. But otherwise, thanks very much. I will look forward to seeing you around next time, and I'll catch you later.